Osun State has a new political chapter. There is a major 2027 alliance that's already generating conversations, offline and online, of course. And the FCT says getting a certificate of occupancy could soon become much faster.
And there's really good things going on. There's more from the outcome of the Osun election to flooding and a tragic building collapse. There are really, stories and they're making the headlines today. Welcome everybody. You know what time it is. It's authentic news. It's authentic information. It's Press and Pulse.
Welcome, guys, to your favorite show. The only show, by the way, the only newspaper review that hits different. And what better people to spearhead this show than your favorite host? I am Ekere Blessing Ehi Kowecho. And with me is a 6'2" handsome Melanie.
Boy, Chukwemeka Umono.
Welcome to the show, guys. Now to the headlines. On page 29 of the Daily Independent newspaper, Nigeria's external borrowing is set to rise on higher financing needs. Still on Daily Independent newspaper, we have Adeleke dedicating electoral victory to Osun people. This happened on page 7. And on page 6 of the Daily Independent newspaper, Kwankwanso states that my joint ticket with Obi can defeat any party.
Interesting. On Daily Trust on page 3 to 5, Osun election is being reported on how it was won and lost. And still on Daily Trust, page 25, flood. Residents stranded as the vehicles are submerged in Abuja. On page 35 of Daily Trust, students, 4 workers die in Kano building collapse. Tragic incident.
Moving on to other newspapers, we go to the Daily Sun. And on pages 6 and 27, we have Tinubu, Obi, and Osun State indigents celebrating Adeleke's victory.
And on page 26 of the Daily Sun, Wike slashes CFO waiting time as FCT processes 26,272 titles. Crazy situation.
Interesting, topics that we're about to.
Yeah, and we still have the juiciest of the juiciest coming up.
Yeah, the social media gist.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys, to your favorite show. Thank you very much for staying with us. Please do not forget that this show is proudly sponsored by Pali Agro. And just in case you need to advertise on this beautiful show, of course, please, there are numbers put out on the screen. Make sure to, call them or text them or whatever. Now to the news in details.
Politics. 2027 Presidential Alliance. My joint ticket with Obi can defeat any party, Kwankwaso says, out from the Daily Independent of page 6. Vice presidential candidate of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, Rabiu Kwankwaso, says Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso ticket is unbeatable in terms of credibility and capacity. Kwankwaso made this assertion on Sunday in Abuja, saying the combination of Obi and himself would be capable of defeating any other contender in the 2027 presidential election. The former Kano governor said the decision for both politicians to come together was aimed at producing a balanced ticket capable of uniting Nigerians across regional and religious divides. He said the ticket combines Obi's support in the south with his political influence in the north to create a broad national political platform. This is nice. This is nice in all the ways it can be nice.
I mean, it's an alliance, and we're out for
the
it.
The north, the south. I mean, Kano being one of the biggest states in the country, right? And then Obi coming from, the east and all the
he's
support
already
of
generating
this,
love. Everybody's already
it's both
actually
the youth, the urban, and it's quite the independent.
I mean, I genuinely I pray for the best for them. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
Mad. And I hope that they don't face any major challenge now that he's out and he's already boasting. And hopefully, the 2027 elections go free, they go well, they go.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point of this whole thing, to have a strong alliance to beat the 2027 election.
All right. On to other news. On pages 3, 4, and 5 of Daily Trust, we have the Osun State governorship election, news. And it states how Osun State election was won and lost. Following the declaration of Governor Ademola Nuruddin Jackson Adeleke as the winner of Saturday's governorship election in Osun State by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The contest for the state's next 4-year administration has been decided. According to the reports, 15 political parties participated in the election, although the contest ultimately became a 3-horse race involving Accord Party candidate Ademola Adeleke, the APC candidate Muruddin Bola Oyebamiji, and an ADC candidate Najim Folasayo Salam. Supporters of Adeleke took to the streets of Osun State to celebrate his win, following his declaration as the winner. INEC Chief Returning Officer Professor Joshua Ogunwole announced that Adeleke polled 511,067 votes, while Bola Oyebamiji of APC polled 444,815 votes, and Salam of the ADC received 17,180 votes. Adeleke's win is like a nationwide, because everybody 30 BGs are the happiest people right now.
Yeah, like
did you see that Davido's
came out, he was everywhere, like he was strong for this election, the support and everything that went through with it. Adeleke won a whooping 20-something states, 20-something local governments, right? And living
see the gap that they were giving each other.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
Over 60,000 difference in votes count to the 444, win that his opponent had. And it's a huge landslide, given how elections usually turn out.
Yes, especially with an APC member being involved and people expecting that, oh my God, APC, people were scared. But I guess, Osun State have decided who their governor is going to be. And,
of course.
We're very glad.
We're very
happy
glad
for them.
Property documentation reforms. Wike slashes C of O waiting time as FCT processes 26,272 titles. Daily Sun reports, page 26. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has reduced the waiting period for landowners to obtain certificate of occupancy to 2 weeks as part of reforms aimed at renovating bottlenecks in property documentation and improving the ease of doing business. The reform comes as the administration under FCT Minister Nyesom Wike records 26,272 certificates of occupancy signed since President Bola Tinubu assumed office. The figure represents an increase over 8,697 CFOs produced and signed between 2010 and 2023. Senior Special Assistant to the FCT Minister on Public Communications and Social Media, Larry Olayinka, disclosed the figures in a statement on Sunday. According to the statement, the new processes allowed land allottees who have completed the required payments to obtain their CFOs within 2 weeks. This is quite the upgrade. This is something.
Especially that Wike is involved and it's for a positive.
Yeah, when you talk about certificate of occupancy, most people might not even understand what certificate of occupancy
actually means,
right? Because people just go and think it's just buying land. I have the money to buy a land. Let me go and obtain that property. You really do not own that land even after buying it without the certificate of occupancy.
After paying my money.
It's why it's called certificate of occupancy. Occupancy. The government is saying now you own the land. Because without the certificate,
the government don't know, say,
because
when they pay, the government don't know,
because it's just like what Wike was doing previously, when you could just go and pick up lands, or because
I'm quite shocked
because people were just owning lands and owning buildings and properties without certificate of occupancy. And that was why Wike could take those things from them and they couldn't fight it in the court, And this is something good because
this one that he's now the one spearheading
it, because from 2010 to 2023, it was just 8,000 plus certificates signed, and in the space of few months, May to August, Wike has done 26,000. That's over 100% increase.
This is quite sus.
Yeah, and he's saying 2 weeks. Like now, no bottlenecks. Nothing. I'm happy
for Abuja residents.
It's
for
a good thing.
We that are going to own properties in Abuja too.
Yeah,
I'm happy for us.
Right.
Anyways, going on to other major headlines. On page 25 of Daily Trust, we have the news on Abuja flooding. It states that residents have been stranded and vehicles have been submerged in Abuja. Now, we're first going to speak on the areas that this have, affected, that this flood has affected. And I mean, we just had something similar in Lagos where everybody on the island was like,
crying, and
and it's not even the island, it was going all the way to Bagada. But we're speaking on Abuja now, so let's. I think I don't think he stated that it had happened mainly at Wuse to Maitama, Lokogoma, and Dugo, I think. And these are big places. Like, if you know these places, you know that these are big men.
Yeah.
If we want to, open our mouth, big men stay. What do you mean, Maitama?
What exactly causes this flooding? Because if it's not proper drainage system, what else causes flooding like this?
I mean, proper drainage system is there, but I'm hearing that they're alleging that they are basically blaming human activities to it, saying that we've built on Greenland or they've built on Greenland and although I think Wike is also on this, saying that they're going to be demolishing houses that are blocking the drainage system.
True.
And
Wike made a comment. He said between today and Saturday, and that was as of yesterday.
It has started.
Yeah, he said that buildings blocking waterways in Abuja will be brought down, and he said some of them are owned by senators and big men.
And he doesn't.
But
he's
not going to mine all those things. He's going to demolish whatever is blocking the waterways.
I mean, it goes to. We think like what exactly is happening in our country. Imagine spending millions and some billions even, because do you know how much it is to build a shop? Talk more of a duplex, right? And somebody is just saying, "Oh, you're blocking the drainage system." Some of them don't even know these things.
They don't.
Everybody is looking for money.
So
your agents
just erect
oh my
what they want
goodness.
to erect, where they want to erect.
It's quite sad. It's a very
I
sad.
think it's why the certificate of occupancy thing is very vital, because now the government looks at what you're doing or what property you're erecting, and this is yours. This is in the right position.
In the right, actually,
it's inspected, so it's not just buying properties and all.
I feel so sad for the people that have.
Nigeria's external borrowing to rise on higher financing needs. Daily Independence, page 29. Nigeria is still borrowing money.
I'm tired. Every day,
and
you wonder like, what are we borrowing for? What is who is getting the? I mean,
guess what the country is owing. Guess how much the country is owing? $51 billion.
Naira or dollars?
Dollars. $51 billion.
Billion.
51 billion. And okay, let me make it sound more exciting. 74 trillion naira. That's how much you're in debt. And the country wants to borrow more.
There are still people, there are still thousands of people on the street. We are still one of the poorest countries in Africa.
It's a crazy situation, because when we borrow, we do not put it in infrastructure that benefits the country or brings in revenues to add to to supplement the debt that we are owing. Like, we just borrow money and we use it for
now we go be the borrow.
We use it for
like the
things
people that
don't
still
bring
borrowing
back
us money.
Do you understand? And it's a crazy situation.
Hopefully it is something that they're actually putting in place. I believe in the country. I believe Nigeria can be great again.
Yeah, we hope so. Get your PVC 2027 election.
On page 34 of the Daily Trust, it reports Kano's building collapse. Students and 4 workers die in Kano's building collapse. Now, we're going to start with what caused this building collapse, because it is said that a portion of a school in Khadija Bala Islamia School at Karma was demolished or had collapsed, right? And another construction was even going on when the one where the workers were
present at work.
That's how 4 people died, and is it 4 or 5? And then 11 people were injured. It's quite sad, truly, because imagine going out to get your daily bread and this is happening. But this is still because of I feel like as a country we need to be very strict. Anybody can do anything at any time, right? even with the flooding that's going on and the weather, whatever,
it's not just building or erecting infrastructures. It's the quality of materials used to erect this infrastructure.
Like, it should even be approved. I think there are people that are supposed to approve
look at these
buildings.
things. Yeah, I mean, it's why we see red marks on
that council sign. When I was little, I was always wondering, like, what was it about?
Like, this shouldn't be here, or this is done with less, or it's not just about erecting properties. It's about erecting these properties for the safety of you and the environment. You're erecting the properties.
It doesn't say so much about the building regulations and all that, but it is Nigeria. Yeah. This is Nigeria. Hopefully, this doesn't happen again. Inshallah. Condolences to the people that have passed.
Adeleke's victory speech and political reactions to Adeleke's victory. Tinubu, Obi, and Osun Indigene celebrate Adeleke's victory. Out of the Daily Sun, page 27, and Daily Independent, continued on page 7. It's a thing of joy to note that at least an election happened, and it was free and fair. We had spoken of this. Yes,
and we were like,
it was free and fair. Like, it's something worthy of note. Like, you see an election happening with the way election usually happens, and we have such a free and fair election, especially with the.
I'm really happy, and the fact that Tinubu congratulated him. Side eye. Obi, I'm really happy for Adeleke. I mean,
it doesn't matter who is congratulating him. The fact of the matter is that an election happened and it was free and fair.
It matters who's congratulating him.
Yeah, it goes to great length to show what is possible in 2027 election.
Well, fingers crossed, guys.
Fingers crossed. I mean, if you can have an election in the gubernatorial sector free and fair, we hope to have something on the federal level.
We believe.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for beautiful topics, beautiful stories, political. I can't believe I'm actually enjoying, although some were tragic, but the next stories we're about to speak on, it might be tragic, maybe, but it still has some juice to it, right? So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. You know what time it is, and you know where we're on. It's Press and Pulse, and it's the juiciest of the juice. It's social media buzz.
Yes, guys, it's my favorite part of the show, truly, because this is where the juice happens.
Tickles our fancies a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we are starting off strong with some sort of dilemma, and it is on a celebrity wedding photographer whose wife has come out to accuse him of physical, verbal, psychological, and domestic abuse.
How many? Physical, verbal, psychological.
I'm telling you.
Come on.
Now, this celebrity wedding photographer in question is David Martins. And many of us know him for, I'm telling you, many of us know him for, just like we know Duro and the rest. Many of us know him for taking exclusive, wedding pictures and all that. And she came out, she brought out evidences, she showed her face. Her face was
marked
when she was, and she also said that she was with her 12-month-old baby when he was assaulting her. And mind you, this guy, everybody's always saying God when for them. You see why they say don't ever believe what they say on social media.
I've always been an advocate of
don't ever believe,
when, because God works in his appointed time. So not be Godin when you see someone.
Pastor Emeka.
Don't be Godin when you see someone floating high, not knowing what the person is floating with.
Truly, she said a lot of things. Guys, I'm about to give you the gist. But anyway, she said that he, outside assaulting, he's a narcissist. She said he's quite dirty. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying it, but you guys know I don't want to filter anything. She says he has clothes for 3 months that he had not washed, and he didn't want to. He doesn't like to spend money. He's going out posting dollars. Allegedly generated dollars.
Oh my God.
And at home there's no food. His exes have come out to say that delay is not
such
a denial.
A celebrity photographer and there's no food at home.
It doesn't even. They say you're claiming kidney online, and you've not even fed your family.
It's not coming together, right? It's a little photograph.
It genuinely is quite sad. Anytime
situation.
she's falling sick and he knows he won't spend money, that's when he starts to assault. It's just like, what exactly is happening for someone that you've seen like, you shoot weddings, you've seen romantics, you've seen people in love. Why are you still taking this route?
I like this thing.
It's not sad.
It's almost as if you're equating
his
profession to his love life. I mean,
yes, you have seen. I mean, wedding is obviously one that
yes. I mean,
see, you'll be like, oh,
with all the bubbles floating, but it doesn't equate your profession to
I think it does, and I think it's quite sad, that this is happening. I wish her the best. I mean, she had gone abroad now.
Right.
Good. Please, if you are dealing with domestic violence or any sort of abuse, please come out and speak. There are many NGOs that are out there to help you.
Yeah, true.
So yeah.
Still on the juiciest of the juiciest news, NDLEA reportedly arrests Lagos big boy Casey Luxury after he was allegedly caught with 184 kilograms of white powder. Original white powder means worth $27 million.
Are you joking?
Yeah. $27 million. That's 20 billion naira.
27 million. Not be like half of the money where Nigeria.
That's 20 billion naira. Like, just take the 20 billion naira and just put in Nigeria's debt, and we have at least a whooping sum taken out of a big chunk of debt. I mean, and he was caught trying to fly to Paris, France.
Somebody outed that guy.
Yeah, what's he doing?
I have that feeling.
Doing? Yeah, whether he was outed or not. What's he doing with,
What do you mean? What's he doing? He's hustling now.
184.
Now who the catch with
let me put it in perspective.
Now who the catch with teeth?
Let me put it in perspective. 184 kilograms of white powder. That's over 3 bags of rice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, let's just put it in that perspective.
For him to have such courage, you would just know that.
That's over 3 bags. That's over 3 bags of rice. So imagine 3 bags of rice worth over 20 billion naira.
That's crazy.
That's what he was, trying to
smuggle. That's crazy.
Smuggle out of the country. It's
it's hustling.
We keep going on through the whole drug. Stay away from drugs. Do not do drugs.
Yes, guys.
Don't trade in the illegal substance. And we have someone trying to cut away such.
In his defense, he's hustling. Nigeria is quite hard, but. I'm quite sad for Lagos baddies though, because
oh my
god, we're baking.
Oh my god! I mean, the money spender, the party. I'll cry.
Casey, nah. I wish everybody the best. I wish him the best.
Right, but do not do drugs. It's never advisable to do drugs. Do not.
Unless
drugs.
it's paracetamol or something.
Yeah, or ibuprofen. You know what I'm saying? But do not do drugs.
Okay, guys. From Osun State elections to politics to the social media infidelity.
Yeah.
Guys,
public safety.
Today's stories were quite interesting.
Yeah,
I genuinely enjoyed watching